toy friends, welcome back. I'm Will. That's Bob.
Hey,
That's Ed.
Bob.
And we're here. And you're you. So, yeah, we have a very special guest today. I'm really excited about this. Sorry we're starting a little late. That was Bob. He very angrily and very meanly, he said, don't
Yeah,
start the stream on time, Will. You make them wait. And I was like,
I'm
Bob,
a
this is not
taskmaster.
nice.
Yeah, you,
It's
you
not
know me.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay. I'll tell you what. Next time you can start the stream when you want. You want to
okay.
start early, on time, whenever.
He makes me buy
Yeah.
stuff.
hmm
He totally right? Yeah. Just so my wife could
Yeah.
overhear that because I always tell her it's Bob's fault. Yep, there
It's
you
all
go.
my fault.
There
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
But yes, we have a very, very, very special guest today. Ed, welcome to the
hmm
show. Thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with us. And
Anytime.
just want to say, um, I have it pulled up
Yes.
here, but
Go
you're
there.
going to want to go. This is pinned in the chat here. You're going to want to go to the website here and sign up for the email notification
hmm
because that's the way you're going to get notified of all the wonderful things that we're about to talk about. So, yeah, make sure you do that. And I guess we should say hi to the people like Bjorn,
Hey, George.
Modulok. How are you? Ian, how's it going? I
What's
know
up,
Ian's
Ian?
excited about these. A
hmm
little tired, planning a nap in between streams. Well, you do
There
that.
you go.
Day nap is great.
I might take a nap between.
Yeah, and we got this one, and then Audi returning later tonight. That's
Yes.
right.
We're
And
back. Yeah.
yep, and that's awesome.
And speaking of Audi,
Oh, Brian.
Hey, Brian, how
hey,
are you? Yeah. So he's back. We've got Scotty here. Did you miss it? Yeah, you did. Yep. You're gonna have to. You're watching the replay right now. So
yes, this is Memorex, not live.
yeah, Tony, what's up, man? Die Hard
Hey,
3.75. Do you have a show tonight, or was it last weekend? I thought it was
I think
last
it was
weekend.
last weekend.
Yeah. So no Tony
Yeah.
tonight, but next
Oh,
week.
cool.
Yeah. All right. And Lord of Thane, how's it going? Nanu Nanu,
What up?
how are you? Yippee Ki and man, Hosa, what's up? What's
Hey.
up, dude?
Well, speaking of Lord of Things, did you guys ever finally meet up while he was in on your
no,
way?
no,
Oh,
we had that whole
no.
debacle. But once again, thank you very much, Angus. That was a great night. We had a little bit of mix up. We were going to meet down in Miami area, and anyway, it was a disaster. But yeah, I wound up going to the show that he invited me to, and he didn't get to make it to the show that he invited me to. So I feel terrible for him. But yeah,
Well,
it
next
was.
time.
Yeah, next time he does frequent the area, so we're gonna definitely get together and do something. Um, Fantasia Workshop, how you doing?
Hey.
Good to have you here. Yeah, and we have anyone else new? Nope. Okay. Lots of people, but yeah,
So
that's all right.
it's great.
So yeah,
Mm.
well, if anyone doesn't know Ed, Ed is the person behind some of the most wonderful Joe Fest exclusives for the last couple of years. We first had the Human Bullet. Was that 2 years ago? Right, 2 years? Or well, it'll be 3 years
I
ago
think
now,
it was
right?
3 years ago.
It'll be
Yeah.
3 years because we're coming up on a Joe Fest. But yeah, I just happened upon the booth and I was like, "Ooh, I want that," and yeah, got it.
I
And
remember several people telling me I never knew I needed that figure until
yeah.
I saw that figure, and then they're
Oh,
like,
Bjorn was
I
with me
have it.
that year too, and then he's
Yeah.
up in the hotel room and he's like, "There's magnets in the feet." I remember his discovery of that. That was great. Joe Hunter, how are you?
Hey, wow, what's up?
Yeah, so that was wonderful. And then the next year, you followed up with the Black Jet, which,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, wonderful figure. And
Thanks.
once again, blown away, love them. And last year, you teased a little something, and that was the Shields of Liberty, right? We got to see a little bit about that. And I saw you over on Audi Multiverse where you talked about it and with Bob there, and you guys you put up a couple figures and they immediately sold out. So
Yeah, it was kind of scary
Like,
and wild and great, but like I was like, oh, I did not plan for that.
hey, it's a good
yeah.
problem to have.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
it's
it's
definitely a
always,
sign you got a hit on your hands there.
Thank you.
that's right. Yep. And uh, you know, subsequently, in the midst of all this, because with the Human Bullet and Black Jet, you had very
Mhm.
limited supplies, so you sold them at the show, and anything that was left was sold online. But I mean, almost gone immediately. So those
Yeah, it was in
were,
like a week or something, 2 weeks.
yeah, they were gone. Andrew Davis, how's it going?
Hey,
How's it going, buddy? But yeah, so you're working with the Big Bad Workshop to help bring this back for those people that did not get a chance. Um, and here we go. So we have pre-orders are live, and these are the Black Jet and the Human Bullet
Yep.
back in action. And are these the exact
he's
same
looking
figures
awesome.
that we got last time, or there have been some
No,
changes, right?
there have been some changes. I'd say like at first glance they might look very similar, and there isn't like the red isn't like a totally different shade of red or something like that, and we're not getting like tons of new accessories, but I think that the changes that we're making actually make figures a lot better. So do you want me to go through them or like the
Yeah.
differences, or what would you
Look
I
at
prefer?
have some really wonderful pictures, and I'll say this
Okay.
again, and I've told you three times now, Ed. This is my favorite photo of the batch you sent me. I just love it. I love the action there. It's just
hmm
amazing,
Thank
and
you.
that the little details are just fantastic. Um,
Well, the nice people at Big Bad Workshop, Big Bad Mike and Not So Bad Bill, they're so great at sort of managing this stuff, and they handled these initial photos, and just I was like, oh man, all right, these are great.
yeah.
Like,
So I guess I'll
so
leave it to you now because here is something that we didn't see the last time, right? Which is
yeah, so you see, like we've got an unmasked head. It's not really based on
Nice.
anyone in particular. It's just, it's kind of how we were envisioning the character, and so you can see him unmasked finally. He
You
also comes
know,
with
I'm
some
I'm
goggles.
looking and that kind of I'm looking at the picture. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at the picture. I'm looking at it's.
It's definitely not. I wish I had that jaw. Um, but no, yeah, definitely not based on me. But he also comes with goggles, just so he had like I don't know. It just felt like
Yeah,
it might be cool for when he's got the helmet off. So
looks
that's one
great.
difference.
Hmm.
Also, we're looking into more chrome paint.
Okay.
So I don't know. We're still testing that out with the factory. I don't know where that will go. It's definitely different from the last time. But we're hoping to kind of get it into a more dramatic looking place. But and then the other differences are the logo. Actually, here it's the old logo, but
Okay.
there is a logo that's slightly different. That's just a little crisper, a little nicer looking. Um, and one thing which we just figured out with the factory, which I'm going to show an update on the website soon, but the eyes here are painted, but we actually worked out with Katrina. Sarasarana helped do digitally printed eyes
Oh,
that look like a lot smaller, so they really
okay.
fit inside. Like instead of painting the entire inside of that hole, you're only seeing like the glow where the eye is, and the rest would be darker silver, sort of.
I think
So
it
it
looks
looks
fantastic
like
already, and it could probably only look better once that is
it
added.
makes it so much better. Like I
Oh,
was kind of blown away when I saw it, so I
yeah.
can't wait to share that.
Looking
But
forward
that's
to
the difference
that.
with this one.
Yep, and you have head variants. There's like the full helm. You have the the half mask. Um,
Yeah, the bullet drone. This was actually when I kind of conceptualized where I wanted to go with the character. I had the full mask, but Bill suggested like, oh, let's still do like the unmasked one. So then we kind of made this into like I think in the file card it says that he uses the full mask when he goes like to high altitudes. It's like a helps him breathe.
Mm.
But all of his bullet drones, which are these like drones that fly alongside with him, have this look. They don't have the gloves, but it's sort of to help like confuse the enemy. And sometimes maybe he's off doing something else, and they don't even know. People don't even know that he's not there,
Yeah,
and they're handling it.
I like that. I
And
like that. Michael the
yeah,
Vandal. Greetings and
Hey.
oh, cool.
salutations. Oh, you know what? You catch me with this every time, Michael. This is Zaymot Rogue on the wrong account again. Greetings and salutations. Because I was going to say, oh, it's a new person. Fantasia Workshop asks, what about
It's a
back
good question.
metal?
Yeah, we were looking into that. I think some of it has to do with cost, some of it has to do with, using that kind of thing only if in areas that aren't going to rub, against something else.
Yeah,
And
I
then
understand
if we
that.
wanted to have like, let's say the helmet doesn't rub, but it would be different from the other silver. And so it's kind of
I
finding the
get it.
right
Yeah,
balance.
yeah.
But I love that
Well,
back metal look.
yeah. Although I think the silver you had on the first figure, the Joe Fest figure, was great. I mean, it was
Thanks.
shiny. I mean, it
Oh,
almost looked
yeah,
back
yeah,
metal. I mean,
I appreciate that.
definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it's
yeah.
definitely I kind of forget that it was like actually not that bad, when I'm like focusing on how to like make it better. But yeah,
Hmm.
so these
No,
are all the pieces that come with it.
it is fantastic, but there is something about that back metal, super shiny surface that just really, all of us as kids, any one of us that had one of those types of toys, just really loves. So I see where people, are coming from with that, but yeah, the paint itself just was fantastic.
Oh yeah.
There he
Thanks. Oh, you
is.
see
There he
the
is.
new logo here. The new
Yeah.
logo is there. Is that one that's
Okay.
displayed there? So it's a little thicker, slightly better.
How's it
Oh,
going,
cool.
Michael? You
So
got me.
still got the billion hands with the
Yes.
kind of semi-gloved and ungloved like that.
You
Right.
got the karate chop, you got the grip, you got the kung fu grip, you got the grip.
The
Yeah,
jazz
the
hand.
strangling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you got the
You got removable flames, which are cool, and then he's got the
Hmm.
magnets in the feet, like
yeah,
the other
and the
figures.
goggles was something that I kind of missed. That was a detail I missed. So yeah, I really like that addition. That's really nice.
Thanks. I don't know
Excellent.
when he would wear the goggles, but it
Yeah.
seemed fun.
And of course, Black Jet and the Sky Pirates. Love these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, my heart's mostly, even more with the Blackjack character. I have
Hmm.
more of a story in mind with that, and I just love the design. So for this one, we switched out the sword. It's now a katana instead of a saber. A lot of that
Okay.
had to do with the saber was very rubbery, and we were having trouble it was so thin, it would just break
Hmm.
if it was harder. So, you know, I have mixed feelings about it, but this
I
will
did
at least.
love the pose you could do with that, like saber, where he was like, yeah, yeah. Oh, I loved it. But
Hmm.
yes, I did see that. And even for some photos, I had to like put something heavy on it, flatten it, and then like get in his
Yeah.
hand to take a picture real quick before it started. Like, yeah, I get that. Makes sense.
Um,
Makes sense.
Also, silvers here are ones we were trying to chrome. The eyes will be the smaller, better eyes. Also, his cape here, if you notice, is actually different from the one he had in the back. It was kind of like those old Kenner ones that clip on in the back.
Uh-huh.
This one
Hmm.
ties in the front.
Oh,
Uh,
very nice. Nice
which is
detail.
actually
Yeah.
similar to
Yeah.
ones that Bill had used on some other scale figures that I just had on hand. And I was like, can we use this
Yeah.
cape instead? But I
Yeah.
like it
Ah,
better.
yeah, and you can see it a little closer there. Because in addition, you have the unmasked head
He
looking
Hmm.
comes with an
great with the
unmasked
head.
head to
Yeah.
show his horrible scar. You've got three Sky Pirate heads. They're La Cloche, Corbeau, and Le Vol. Um, and so you can that, and it comes with a bunch of different like attachments and weapons for the belt, so that you can make each of those characters or your own Sky Pirate characters, and kind of make a whole team of them to hijack,
I
your other
have a
toys.
favorite Sky Pirate character, and this is him. I just love
Oh,
the stash, that mustache, that pencil mustache, and the bazooka combo. Just,
Yeah.
I love it. And
cool.
just fantastic. Oh my good.
Actually, this was originally Black Jet's main head,
Okay.
and the masked one was going to be like, a robot or something. But it just ended up switching and becoming a mask for him and stuff. And this is one of my favorite characters too.
Yeah, I saw that photo. I was like, oh yeah, that's it right there.
I just realized the this binoculars are actually going to be way more detailed. They have black on them also, so it
Oh,
looks more painted, similar to how the 40th anniversary like modern Captain Eagle Returns,
Yeah.
looked. It's hard for me to describe, but they had black with the silver, and it was kind of the original gold, but we couldn't get it with the factory originally.
wow.
So,
Well, that's
oh, cool.
nice. You got 5 Bulletman figures. Nice, very good.
Thank you, Michael.
Where is it? Oh, I only one Black Jet. Okay. Hey, listen, to each their own, because I would probably do it the opposite way. I would get one Human Bullet and 5 Black Jets.
He's got
But
plans. He's got plans.
yeah. He's got a plan. I trust you. But yeah, love it. Yeah, some really fantastic
I love this shot too.
Yeah. And they're just great. Like I said, the idea. Oh, you already have 4 Black Jets. Okay, I got you.
Okay. Yeah.
All right,
Good.
Mr. Fancy
Good man.
Mans. So
Oh, you can
here's
see
everything.
the binoculars there.
There it is. Yeah, with the greater detail.
And he's got the green flames. That's another thing.
That's another detail. Yeah.
Yeah.
The artist that we were working with on the comic that kind of goes on the inside flap of these. So they came originally in bags like my other figures with like a header card. These will come similar to the Fresh Monkey for Big Bad Workshop Monster Force small 4-inch figures, where it's like a box with like a flap, and on the inside flap there'll be a comic. And that comic was written by Bill Nedrow, who did the novel, and also about these characters. And Damian Navarro did the art, and Damian drew the green flames. And I was like, okay, we're stealing that. Like, we're gonna add that to the character. So
yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
Now, one question about Black Jet.
Yes.
So the Joe Fest version, the cape was solid. It didn't have like a hole in the back or anything, as I'm recalling. Does this one have that so you can plug the jetpack in, or is it still?
No, actually, Black Jet is able to fly without the jetpack.
Okay,
and that'll be something that we explain, because actually, sidearm.
I did read that on the website. Yes,
he becomes sidearm later, and he's able to fly without the rocket pack at that point.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Yes.
I'm obviously behind on my reading.
So, and that's right. You want to go to that. Oop, did I hit the wrong button? Nope. Okay. But yeah, if you want to check the, I was going to say, I spent some time reading because on that pinned, there it is. You want to go here and you want to read the entire website, because this really does have a lot of great background character information. And I do remember reading that about the Human Bullet becoming sidearm, being recruited into the shields, and then with his upgraded helmet, he could fly without the aid of the jetpack. So I like that lore, because I was going to say, maybe he uses some advanced technology and he doesn't have to take the cape off, but and the other guys are using his kind of hand-me-downs, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So these are right now on the Big Bad Workshop website. So we partner with them to release these exclusively on their website. And like we were just talking about, there's actually, if you look up Devil's Bargain Toys on their site, it'll come up with the 2 figures, but there's also a project page similar to like a Kickstarter project. And it's where I can actually add updates kind of throughout the production. And you can follow it. Even if you don't order the figures, you can hit follow. But so I'd encourage people, to check that out. But
so
these
I'll show you right here.
Oh, cool.
If you go on the, so this is the Devil's Bargains Toys. Jeez. And then, if you go here and you click, it takes you right to the Big Bad page right here, right?
Yep.
And you could see a little pre-production bar there and all of the information. And then you could pre-order right there.
Yeah, and this is what's so cool about them, is they're really sort of kind of building out this arm of their site where some of their projects live, and it really shows more about how the figures kind of are created, and gives a little bit more opportunity for interaction. So I'm
Yep.
going to be adding some artwork from the boxes and the comics and stuff like
And
that
here's an
soon.
update from just the other day. Magnets, how do they work? There you go.
Yeah,
Right?
the power of magnets.
Yeah.
Um, but what I would say is just like, we'll talk about the way that for the Shields of Liberty and Gold Stars, those are limited series drops, that I do on my website directly. They I give a lot of notice through the mailing list, but then they drop, and I have what I have, and we sell them. And I wish I had more, but that's just how it works. But for this, they've been great, and they're allowing it to be a pre-order for these two characters, which means you pre-order at Big Bed Toy Store. They don't take any money until it gets closer to shipping. So that'll be, it'll ship probably before the end of the year, I'd say. But that's still a little while away. I mean, not too far for this kind of project, but it's still, months away. So if you're thinking about getting these or interested in it, what I would say is order now, because
Yeah.
not only does it show, places like Big Bad Toy Store what the demand is, and that's what we all use to decide, like, should we start working on other figures, like what's wave 2 look like,
Hmm.
I can't really green light that until I know, like, did this do well. So as soon as those pre-orders come in and we see like a basic enough are made, then it'll help us know, okay, there is, support in the toy community for 118th modern figures, and like we should keep doing this. Otherwise, yeah, the pre-orders will happen, it'll still get made, it's we're still good there, but like I
Yeah.
think if you're considering it, don't wait several months, because they don't
Yeah.
take your money right up front anyway.
Yeah. And to answer Bjorn's question, it's not like a
Oh.
Kickstarter thing, but rather, just like I said, an easier kind of method to do this. And that's what's really nice about it is because we've seen where things could be in some short supply and then people could feel like left out or have to wait until the next round or whatnot, because I'm sure Ed wants every single person, every boy and girl throughout the whole world to have what they desire here, and to have one of his action figures. So this is really going to help out, and you really want to, like I said, don't sit on this, because one, yeah, you don't have to pay right now, right? So you could pre-order it, get your intentions known. People will know you'll have it, and you're not going to miss out. And we're talking this is like later this year, so you've got plenty of time to get your Joe Fest exclusives and stuff like that. 'Cause I know a lot of people also, like, for new product right now. A lot of people are gearing up to go to these shows over the summer, and it's kind
Gear
of
up.
yeah. People
You can
are
still gear up and still put the order in. It's not gonna do any damage.
yeah, you definitely want to do that now, and take it, take care of that. You missed the chance for Bulletman 3 years ago, saving for Joe Fest. Yes,
Well.
everyone is notoriously saving for Joe Fest, even though we keep buying stuff. But we'll make it work. We'll make it work.
Good.
So what do we have here? So that's everything that comes with Black Jet. Fantastic. Love the updates. Love the head sculpts, the unmasks. Those are fantastic. And like I said, these have always been a big hit, and I'm glad to see them come back. Yeah, because every time we talk about them, people are always like, I missed out, just like Bjorn there. So
We're like, I don't want to pay scalper prices.
yeah. I've heard there's some pretty ridiculous scalpers out there.
Yeah, it's actually kind of odd, because I would see, and I still see, like, these original figures going for like $150 to $250 on eBay. But what's kind of amazing is that the Shields of Liberty figures, which we released, earlier this month and sold out in like 4 minutes somehow, I haven't seen any of them on eBay, which is kind of wild. Like, I assumed that, like, I'd see like 10 on eBay right away.
Because
like,
people
like,
do that too. Like, they'll buy something and then sell, like, they won't even have it in hand yet. They'll just sell like their like their pre-order of something.
I'm not suggesting it. I'm just saying like it shows that people actually like it, which is nice,
Yeah.
you know. But
Well,
Yeah.
hopefully, this time the fans were able to get in there first before the scalpers did. You know, because as fast as it sold out, I mean, it had to be people just there waiting to get them. You know, so
Yeah.
totally.
Well, and that's not the only thing you've got going on because you've been pretty busy. We've talked about
yeah.
it, but we haven't really looked at it. And I do apologize if some of these are out of sequence. I think I meant to have
Okay.
more of a, but I thought this was a great
Yeah.
picture to introduce the Shields of Liberty, which most of you, because we share an audience, and most of the guys here tune in to Brian's channel and check out Audi on the weekends. But Die Hard, yeah, he was one of those people's waiting, so that's great.
Oh, excellent.
Hey, let's just
Oh,
get
cool.
them out first and
Yeah.
get them in hand, and then we can talk about variants. But no, I got you, buddy. Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, this was a shot by Eddie American, Billy Kessler.
Oh,
So
okay.
he did an awesome job. And there you have Uncle Sam Jr. with his robot bird Eaglet, and
Yes,
also his team member Hane Chad. And they've taken out a bunch of evil Gold Star robot agents. Pretty cool.
fantastic. And there's I love
Mm.
the eagle mounted where he's flying above. That's just fantastic because a lot of them, they'd have the thing where you could clip onto the arm or something, or there was one, I'd love to do it too. Was do you remember the Spin Master Batman line? I know this is just a weird tangent, but the owl figure, he actually, the way they did it was they had it pegged into his backpack and then it went up onto his shoulder. So his little
Oh,
owl kind of companion. Yeah, it's really, really interesting way they did that, but almost like that, just a little shorter, but it could be
I'll have to
something
look
for
that
the
up.
future. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Interesting.
it's a really nice way to do it. And I was actually really impressed because I was like, oh, I haven't seen that because you do see it in the back, where it extends up, but it really does mount really well. And it looks like, he's a nice owl friend. Hey,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
Jetman,
cool.
what's happening?
That might go.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, you can't really tell in this image, but the tube thing is very clear. It looks very like
Mm-hmm.
it
yeah, you
doesn't
can see it
it's
a little better here,
yeah.
right? In this one, yeah, but
So
it's
the next
translucent.
these images are all done by my friend Jeff Nash. He really did a good job, I think, capturing each individual character here. And there's Hang
Mm-hmm.
Chad, who's like the tracker of the team.
Yeah, and I'm
And
sorry for the order. Yeah, I kind of
it's
messed
all
up.
good.
I could see that I did, and I think I meant to go back. And so I'm just, the way I work is like I'll just kind of throw everything in there, and then I'll fix it up later. And then I think I got sidetracked, and but yeah, this shot is just, we're not going to get those blood effects with the
No,
toys,
I was like, oh
unfortunately.
my God, what'd you do to
But yeah,
Hanging Chad?
but that's pretty wild. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
So there
That
you have
is
the Gold Star agents, and then there's Yankee Doodle is a character from the book who the villain Dr. Ursa has working for them, who's sort of like a reanimated Frankenstein type character.
yeah.
Um,
And we don't know quite where he stands because, right, doesn't he kind of just freak out and go off on his own?
he
Like,
does, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He definitely has a trajectory, and he's gonna. There's an homage coming, very very distant homage to a public domain thing that I might play with, or something kind of tangential to it. We'll
Yeah.
see with where his character goes, but he
It's a
kind of becomes
really
like an
good take
anti-hero.
on kind of that, because he's kind of pieced together from a bunch of past soldiers, I guess, right, who have passed, or and so he has conflicts because of that. Book is still for sale. Yeah, wonderful.
It is. It is. It's on Amazon. But I guess what I should say is that so we sold out of Uncle Sam and Chad, and then Yankee Doodle and Gold Stars, and then kind of based on that, I had set things up so that if I needed to, I could pivot, and I was able to sort of work things out with you know with the factory so that I'm gonna have some more of Yankee Doodle available. Some I had kind of put aside to save for another event that was going to be later. So I'm able to bring those to Joe Fest, and those are going to be not exclusives, but I'll be able to bring something to people that maybe weren't able to get them online. I happened to do it at 5 p.m., which was probably not the best time to pick. So I'll have those in person at Joe Fest for people that want them. And then the next figure that will be releasing will be like end of July. So there's
Okay.
Yankee Doodle. I
Yeah.
love that shot too.
Yeah, that is great. And then you have the gold star, and here's just
Yep,
some really nice artwork. So this
that's
is
by
the Joe Fest.
Sebastian. He's so fun to work with, and yeah, I love it. I love it.
Oh, and once again, a reminder to go to the website, sign up because of this, because of the rapid sell out there. You really do want to sign up over on the website, and just get alerted anytime, because that's where most of, if you want the answer to that question, you want to go to the website, Bjorn, and you want to sign up, so you'll get notified. But no, I guess we do. We have Ed here, so
Yeah, we can share that. So for Joe Fest, this is the one that'll be available at Joe Fest. You get Yankee Doodle, who was actually a public domain character, a very different character. But there was a character that was like a guy who I think had one issue in a comic, in the 30s or 40s, who was like pieced together by from dead soldiers by a scientist, and like
that's
was a
rad.
hero.
Yeah, yeah.
And someone pitched that to me at Joe Fest one year, and I still can't find the person, but I remember like thinking like, oh, I'll look that up. That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
And we kind of took a different turn with him, but he comes with parts where if you buy him, you can make the Gold Star agent also.
Yeah.
Oh, good question. So all the bodies for the heroes for this line and all the bodies for the villains are the same. So like Hanging Chad has that flag on his chest underneath his vest. The gold stars all have the same design underneath. We're just sort of showing it in different ways, and getting different mileage out of it.
Yeah. And two questions about the art. So is the art for sale anywhere? And then Michael saying, I would pay for a set of cards like that. Just saying, hang some of the
Cards
art on my wall as well.
Like playing
I guess,
cards, or
yeah, like collector cards maybe of this artwork.
Yeah,
oh,
maybe
I think that's what
cards.
he's saying, like trading cards maybe of the artwork,
interesting.
or prints of the artwork. Hang some of that on his wall. So yeah, because it really is fantastic.
I remember Michael did mention that to me once about the art on the wall idea. I still have to look into that,
Yeah.
and see if I can do it in a way that is cost effective. And I can look into the cards. We are doing something. I'm hoping to have something at Joe Fest that's sort of a collector card. It's one card though, so but it's kind of just like a handout, but it is in card shape. But yeah, I'll look into it. I'll continue to look into it, but keep asking me, Michael, because I do appreciate
and I love
it.
this is great artwork here. Yeah. With
so that's to answer Bjorn's question. The figure that was that's coming out at the end of July, early August, is going to be Sidearm, which is what the Human Bullet, when he joins the Shields of Liberty eventually, decides instead of being sort of like the focus, he's going to be a team member, and learn to work with the team, and so he becomes Sidearm, and has a gold helmet and looks a little different. So this is him, and there's also the team's commando, which is Party Line, and they're there, and they've got a cool gold gun, and and if you love gold, Gold Eagle Force, I've got some gold weapons for you, that you can use. But this is artwork by Damien. This is artwork by Sebastian. They're both terrific. People should look them up on Instagram. But I love this artwork of Sidearm. You see, he doesn't have the jetpack anymore. He flies just with the helmet, propels him forward.
There you go.
I feel
And
like
there's
that artwork would have made a great trading card. And I liked Lord of Things idea. Like if you remember in the '90s, they'd have like zero. Everything
yeah,
had like a zero something that was like, this is the preview for what's
Card
coming
zero.
and whatnot. Yeah.
yeah. And
Cool.
it comes
So
with the vest, right? Oh, the vest
Mhm.
and the head and the gold for yeah, I like that. I like the shift in colors and the stars. I really love the stars on the gauntlet there. That looks
thank
nice.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a different. I
Yeah.
kind of was giving, the human bullet sort of has more of like a bulkier missile kind of, vest instead of the more sleek vest, but I thought it looked like a, kind of cool design.
Mhm.
And I just this will come out end of July, only on my website. And then actually just to sort of put this information out there, a few months later will be when the final Shields of Liberty, Glory and Sentinel are released, which is also I'll
Oh,
have some more Uncle Sam figures available at that time, for people that missed out. And then a couple months later, I'll have the Dr. Ursa and his bodyguard, Agent Marlowe
Oh
villain,
yeah.
which is like he has like an alien head and a human mask, and he's really fun and
Yeah.
cloth good robe that
mm,
Rogelio, you know, Urban Rev Toys helped design. And so that'll all come out by the end of the year. And I'll have like, a little bit more of each character, a little bit available at each time, but these are the main drops.
Oh wow. Zaymot Rogue's getting a little serious here. This is a fun show, but he says they're both great cards for Sebastian and Damien for the wall. Done. Make it happen, Ed.
Wow.
Or I'm coming to steal all your socks. That's serious business there, buddy.
I mean,
I don't
hey,
know.
that's where
You'll have
somebody's
cold
not.
feet unless you meet my demand.
You don't
Mwahaha.
know how many socks I have. It's too many.
Weird. Man. Whew. He's usually pretty nice, but something's got him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
those are some
serious about
fighting
it.
words. Yeah. So yeah, fantastic. And once again, the novel by Bill Nedrow, who
Hmm.
yeah, I love the way Bill writes action. He just has
He's
like a
really good.
really fantastic way of doing it. And I would say almost reminds me of like, I don't know, kind of like the action IPs that we grew up with.
Hmm.
Like the way he paces it and everything like that. And it just, like I said, he has a very like old school kind of like 70s 80s like action stuff, like kind of, it just, that's what it reminds me of. It's new stuff but like in the style of but I really like the way he writes stuff. So I was glad to see that he wrote the novel for you there, so that's great. Yeah,
Yeah, he's
he's,
great to collaborate with. He's
yeah.
such a nice guy.
But here's a really awesome shot
Nice.
that we see here, where we have party line. Yeah, ninja kicking Gold Star right in the face. I mean, that's,
Magnet to the face.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Oh, that's
fantastic.
gonna scramble some circuits.
Yeah, and you have
Yeah.
sidearm flying in there, and he's like, I guess you didn't need me, but yeah,
I think that
but yeah,
happens a couple times in the book where
yeah,
he's like, oh, Party Line handled this.
yeah.
But yeah, this is a shot that I haven't that Eddie took. It's one that we haven't posted online anywhere or shown before. I'll probably post it officially, closer to when the figures come out. But I wanted to, provide you guys with something that was new and special to your show,
Well,
and
thank you.
I just love it.
Yeah, it was a great picture, and I mean,
Mm.
they really did a good job. So once again, that was Eddie. I can't read that there. What's his Eddie
American.
Yeah.
American? Yeah. So yeah, fantastic work. Uh, just
Yeah.
looks amazing. And
AKA
then
Billy
once again,
Kessler.
my very favorite picture. I put it
Oh.
on here twice. I just love it. Yeah, just love it. It just, like
I'm
I
so
said,
glad.
just, it's one of those, like when I saw the picture, it just like, that's what drew me in. Like that's when I had the figures in my hands. This is like the kind of stuff I was imagining happening. So,
Mm.
yep, the Black Jet and the Human Bullet lineup. Go pre-order now. Don't wait.
Well,
And
wait
sign
till
up.
after the stream, or do it in another tab. Yeah.
Yeah, you could do it if you're on your computer. Yeah, you can do another
Yeah.
tab. Oh, we're jumping over something else.
Those look cool too.
Yeah. So uh, that's it. And if anyone has any questions, um, just a nice review of the book here. Third run through it. Great bedtime book. Dreams of flying robots and alien invasions.
Yeah.
And I might have missed some stuff, but if you go to the website, and I'll show you here. You go back. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. You've got
Yes, that's your card set.
Yeah, there you go. Right, that is actually. There's all the artwork. Yeah, love it. But you have these little bios. These are fantastic. I really enjoyed reading them. And yeah, we're not going to go through all of them now. I encourage you to follow the link and check these out because really, I can't wait. I cannot wait for this guy right here, the crossbow sharpshooter. I love it. I love it. It's fantastic. And also Hanging Chad. We've got, but just a couple of the Sentinel. We didn't see Sentinel.
Sentinel's coming.
He's coming, and then also Dr. Ursa, which, spoiler.
Yeah, he's an alien.
He's an alien. Yeah. So, we do have, and then Agent Marlowe, right?
Yep.
I don't think we saw either. So, but yeah, if you want to, I want you to go to the website, check these out yourself, sign up for the mailing list, and not miss out on anything. And there you go. You could print some of these up, Mike, and hang them on your wall. Oh yeah, Dr. Ursa. Yeah, I need a few Dr. Ursa.
Dr. Ursa is a character that like I had been working on well before any of the others and had wanted, I think we tooled that head like 5 years ago or something, and just has never been used. And we were kind of like trying to figure out where, me and Bill were trying to think of where to use it, maybe an Eagle Force or something. And I kept wanting to like do this Dr. Ursa character.
Yeah.
And so like, having it in hand, like I was just kind of like, oh man, this is actually really good. Like, so I'm really excited for people to get the figure. I think they'll be happy with it.
Well,
yeah, go read those bios because, like I said, I think once you read them, you'll be a little more hyped. They get me into it. Like I love reading their little background story and everything. So besides everything we just saw, and this is stuff that's going on throughout the year, and I know you said for Joe Fest, which we can't wait for. It's only about a month away, right? And you're going to have Yankee Doodle, some stock there, right?
Yes.
And
I'll be at the Big Bad Workshop booth 130.
Okay.
So I think it's like right in the center of the room with Bill and Mike, and
yeah, they always put on a great show, and
they have some. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'll say that you'll want to pay attention to the stuff that they're doing because they have some pretty big reveals.
I think
people are gonna.
We've got some reveals coming up. Do you have anything else for Joe Fest that you wanted to share, or any other shows coming up in the the rest of the year?
Not at the moment. I think I'm still sort of feeling out. There's some shows that are sort of in the winter that I'm considering, but I think at the moment, this Joe Fest is going to be my big show for the year, and then I'll focus on just concept work and hopefully getting something else off the table. Is that the phrase? I don't know. Off the whatever.
Get something going.
Yeah, get something going. There you go.
Yeah.
Thanks, Paul.
So now, are you and Bill Nedrow going to be doing a panel again this year at Joe Fest?
I'm not doing a panel with Bill. I know Bill will be there, so I'm sure he can answer any questions. And we've definitely talked about where some of these characters, kind of focus on some of the other different characters in the universe that have been brought up, where they'd be at after the first book. So I know we're talking about it. So,
Excellent.
but he will be there. He'll be there.
Cool.
I'll let him
Excellent. And
field any
then,
questions about that.
speaking of Joe Fest, in the last couple of years, it's been my absolute honor and pleasure to work with my friend Steve and Ken at 5x5 Toys with their Delta 17 line. I've helped out at the booth the last couple of years, and like I said, really love them. As far as you talk about an O-ring action figure line, which is like it's my that's my jam right there, but they did just reveal their Joe Fest exclusive yesterday, which just wanted to share with everyone. I know everyone probably saw it already because we're posting it all over social media, and most of you guys follow me on Instagram, but I did want to just take a moment and talk about it and to let you know that Steve and possibly Ken will be on the show next weekend. We're going to talk a little bit more and a little bit more detail, but I did want to go over some of the things. So last year we had the wonderful, we had the Desert Combat 2-pack, which were troop builders. It was the Thunder Battalion versus the Delta Trooper in Desert Fatigues. And then this year, each of those armies that you built last year are going to get a squad leader. So you have Shepherd and Jaguar, both now in their desert motif, right? So looking really great. That camo on Shepherd just looks fantastic, and I've always loved the pattern on Jaguar. I thought that was always so cool.
The original Jaguar figure is one of my favorites. It's like one of the ones that I got, and I had it on my desk. And it's just one of the ones that I didn't take off my desk for a long time.
Yeah, you just keep going.
That's my
back
gauge
to
of how good a figure is. And it's always the ones I'm not I don't expect oh, this is definitely gonna be my favorite, but there was something about it that you just kept playing with it. It's so good.
Yeah,
so,
he is
cool.
he is just a rad figure, and all the accessories he comes with, he's just got the coolest stuff. And if you watch, Ken did a really wonderful video over on Toy Connections, and I'll link that as well, but I'm sure you've all seen it. But they talk about how some of these these V2 or Joe Fest exclusive color patterns were considered when they were first making them. So these were considerations when they first made them. And then the next thing we have is, speaking of VAC metallization, when we were talking earlier, was the Hailstorm unit, which is it's a hybrid, it's a tank, it's a robot, it's both. It's got ridiculous amount of firepower, and it really wants to kill you. But it came in two colors. They had the serpent blue and the retrograde gray color. And then this year they have a really nice Sky Storm, this is called. And this is really an homage to the Sky Patrol. And it's got that VAC metallization, which just looks amazing. And
the heads go work on the figures too, right?
And we did see there were people that were doing really crazy head swaps, especially with the Skeletron figures and putting the Skeletron skull on there, which I just love them. But yeah,
I want to get this one and see what the head looks like on the bullet characters, because I think it could be cool.
And you have those backpacks. It comes with everything that the other Hailstorm units came from. And you'd say, what, in the desert you're gonna have a battle and you're gonna have this guy? Yeah, he's just gonna blind you in the desert sun, and he doesn't care. This thing could be fluorescent orange; it'd still kill you. It doesn't have to hide.
For my collection, this guy's going to space.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's gonna be hanging out with the Micronauts who already have the clone or the chrome and whatnot.
Yep. And you get the decal sheets, as Steve calls them, right here. So you could kit this out however you like. So you want this to be a Delta 17
cool.
ally. You could do that. You want to put retrograde or Dark Shadows on there. You could do that as well. They're really fun, really customizable. These will be available at the booth. You could come see me, and I'll sell you one. So yeah, it'd be really nice. And like I said, Steve and or Ken. Hopefully, Ken will join us as well. I believe. We'll be checking. We'll be checking with us next Sunday, hanging out for a while and talking
Yeah.
toys, because I've got all kinds of plans for these guys as well.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's gonna be a
Yeah, I
lot of
like
fun.
the white skull scarf that Shepard's
Oh
got in this
yeah,
version.
yeah. He looks really good. You could probably see that like I think he calls it like chocolate chip camo
Mhm.
on the rifle and everything. Like that's really rad, man. That's cool. I love it. So
These look
yeah,
great.
a lot of fun.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Zamon's got me figured out.
Bob's space case, yeah, of course,
Yeah.
yeah. No, and it works perfectly for that.
Oh yeah.
This is like something that you would definitely like. I don't know. You're on a deserted outpost in the middle of space on some, way out there. It's abandoned, you know,
Mhm.
but we're getting energy sent, readings from somewhere inside. What could it be? It's this
Yeah.
sucker, he's just there to
Yeah.
kill you.
Some explorers go in and
Yeah,
trigger the defense
yeah.
systems, and then that thing comes rolling out, laying
Mhm.
down fire. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
and as
I'm pretty
always,
sure Star Trek has done that
oh
plot in
yeah,
just
I'm
about
sure.
every series.
Yeah, but he just looks like it works, especially with
Oh
that
yeah. It's not
the
broken.
Space 1999, the Eagle One ship coming
Mhm.
out. He could be integrated that way. He could work with the Micronauts figures,
Yeah.
which definitely fits into that world. In space, no one could hear you scream, but they could see your reflection in the robot. That's nice.
Nice.
Once again, I
Well
want to
played,
thank all
sir.
the channel members. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. So you guys are the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And everything can work with
Right.
Micronauts. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Exactly. Guys got
absolutely.
it.
Speaking of which, I did get my Bob figure in, but I left him over there because I was hanging out with him
Oh.
over there. And we're going to have to revisit the Micronauts themselves because Super 7's doing a terrific job. There's what, 8
Mhm.
or more characters out now, right? I think.
3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 9. If I'm not
9. And I was
mistaken.
reading some of
Yeah.
the file cards that come with them, and I've got questions, and I know you've got
Mhm.
answers, Bob. So we're gonna go through because
Quite possibly. Yeah,
yeah,
those file cards have a lot of nice name drops and whatnot to the Marvel
and
Comics
now I am
series.
gonna be I'm gonna be looking for some comics at Joe Fest. I'm gonna be looking to pick up some Micronauts comics, and
There's a lot of
Or
different versions of it.
I know
yeah,
it's so
yeah.
confusing, and I tried to do like a search on YouTube for just like one like definitive like quick maybe under 10-minute video explaining all of
No.
it, and it doesn't
No.
exist. So unless, like I said,
I
if
mean
someone knows
the
about it, link it to me because I'd love to see it.
the
But
closest you can probably get is the videos that Gojitron has done on it. He's done
yes,
a few
which is
Micronauts
pretty much
videos.
my knowledge base. That's like what I
Yeah.
know about them. But yeah, so I think we have to visit this. Maybe even after Joe Fest, do a little research.
Mhm.
But I would love to just kind of,
Yeah, yeah.
like I said, not getting too deep into any, one kind of facet of the story, but maybe just kind of a beginner's guide, if you will, because that's me. I'm a simple man.
That's that's gonna be a little tricky because
Yes, I know. I've tried to
uh
look it up.
I mean I usually I tell people and I think I told you Ed, it's like you're probably just better off making up your own lore. Yeah. It's,
At this point,
you can go down the rabbit hole
yeah,
and I will point you to the entrance, but overall I know like there's at least one channel I've seen where they've been doing little reviews of the Super 7 Micronauts figures, and the host there is just like, yeah, I didn't really know much about Micronauts back in the day, but these are just cool little space guys, and I love them. So that's like
and I'm fine
They're
with it.
chill.
that.
That's
Yeah.
fine. So that's great. But
Mhm.
so far, it's looking like Joe Fest is going to be pretty exciting. And
Yeah.
we haven't even scratched the surface. We've gotten some great reveals so far, but
Mhm.
there's plenty to come. So, like I'd said, over there on Fresh Monkey Fiction, they have some really cool stuff coming out. Every year they do. So, yeah, we're looking forward to seeing that. And
Oh yeah, it's gonna be good.
and getting together again for another fantastic year. So this will be my, I believe, 6th year going straight.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's fun.
Nuts.
Right? Well, I think so. Now 5th year, maybe 6th. I don't know. I can't count.
Yeah, it's
But
around that for me too.
yeah,
Mm.
hit that like button. Well, thank you, Tony.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you,
everyone should
Tony.
do that. And yeah, 4-inch Eagle Force exclusives for Joe Fest.
You'll have to ask Bill at Big Bad Workshop. I don't want to speak out of turn here. That's his baby.
Gotcha. All right. Don't say anything if you're confirming it. No, I'm kidding. No.
Yeah.
I'll just say that,
It's like,
in general, Bill
Yeah.
has lots of stuff up his sleeve.
of
and I
course,
trust
they
him
always
to-
got something nice,
Right.
But yeah. So if anyone has any questions, if not, once again, Bob, tonight you have Into the Toy Box. What do you have going on over there?
We did a little toy talk, just
Okay.
talking stuff about 2026 and what we've liked so far and what's coming up. And
Yeah, a little check-in too.
So-
It's good to see Brian back. So I'm glad everything
Mhm.
worked out. I know it happens. We all get busy.
Yeah. Mhm.
Ed, besides all of the wonderful things you're working on for this year, anything else that we could look forward to in the future? What else you got for us? No, I'm kidding.
Oh shoot.
No.
Nothing else. I'd say just
Okay.
keep watching the site for we'll have these drops for the rest of the year, and there is more stuff that I'm working on, but that's what I'll sort of reveal for now. And if anyone has any questions or comments or anything, email me at ed@devilsbargaintoys.com. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to talk to people about this stuff, and I appreciate any comments or support or feedback. That's more than welcome.
And they can follow you on social media as well, right? You do post on Instagram and
Facebook,
Facebook,
Instagram,
right?
Facebook, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And do you do anything on YouTube for your brand or yourself? No.
Just
okay.
this.
Okay.
Just
All right.
this.
Well, we appreciate you coming on and talking. And like I
Anytime.
said, if you ever want to get involved with because we just talked about the Devil's Bargain stuff, but I'm sure you've got a toy history that goes back just as far as any of ours. So I'd love to chat with you about some
Sure.
of that stuff too someday. So
Anytime.
we'd love to have you back on. Let's see. I'd like to see more homages to G.I. Joes in the 1/18 scale, like Mike Powers.
Everyone
and
loves Mike
Atomic
Powers.
Mike.
I love,
Yeah.
yeah. That's not
And the
that's not my
Super
wheelhouse,
Joes?
but I love
Sure, yeah.
love that kind of stuff
And
too.
there is also a lot of really, really interesting and some completely insane characters from back in the day. Those kind of ones that have fallen into public domain. There's a 6-gun gorilla. You ever see him? He's a wild one, right? He was a gorilla with 2 6-shooters, and he's got bullets, strapped across his chest. There's like a half man, half goat that was very popular. There's just a ton of, so I don't know if you're going to tap into any of that, but the public domain stuff has some really, really, really cool things, and also like just some totally out there bizarre stuff, like almost like there was this boom that a bubble that bursted in like the 20s and 30s, maybe even the 40s, where they were just throwing everything and anything they could think of. Spatula Man, yeah, do it. Go man.
Rainbow Boy.
Yeah, just anything. And just
there's some really good. Some of the it's funny which were the really good ones, because I any of the public domain stuff, I am interested in that kind of thing. And there were some really great, like Crime Stopper, or like Flying Dutchman. I really liked. Like that was had some great, like some problematic stuff by today's standards, but also like there's like the I think his name called the Living Brain was one of my favorite like villains.
Amazing. Yeah.
And he was like a brain in a tube with tentacles. Like it was just like this, like
nice.
So
yeah, and you
there's
can
a lot
see
of
that
stuff.
So many things that are new to us or from our generation kind of are old also. Like someone thought of it, maybe it fell into obscurity, or maybe it's just similar and designs, but it's all fun. And like I said, we're grateful for the the characters that you've provided, and
Sure.
can't wait to see more. Shows
Thanks.
of Liberty, it's just a great. To me, it's like it's kind of like I love it. I just love it because it's like that pulp superhero kind of action mixed with like your GI Joe or like elite military force. It's just great, and um, it's like that really nice blend of I guess sci-fi, realistic, retro sci-fi plus um,
Yeah,
things
appreciate
like that.
that.
So
I
yeah, brought
think
into
I
the
think
modern age. Yeah.
I think Uncle Sam was a character that was in the public domain, and like it's like a character from like these old comics that showed up a lot, and I really felt like I wanted to do something with him, and I was also kind of like, it's kind of a divisive, topic, and I wanted to do something that I felt like aligned sort of with my, my politics and morals and sort of stuff like that. And I thought, how could I do this in a way that I was interested in it? Because it just was not something that like would be at the top of my list. And so I'm really happy with sort of how it turned out. And I think if people read the book, they'll notice some, some things, like the villain is like an evil tech billionaire. But
Yeah.
like, but like, if
So
you just pick up the toys,
far-fetched.
you could enjoy them for whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. So it's that's the great part about it, and it's I can't say anymore. It's just great. Anyway, uh, DC had an Uncle Sam from the '70s. Yeah,
Yeah, a lot
yeah,
of people have done stuff with that.
yeah. I've seen it in the in the public domain, but this take on it
Mm.
is fantastic. It's all good fun, and like I said, you know, it it's nice. It's new to me, so I love it.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying before the show started. Just that so many people caught up in nostalgia. I just love the new stuff, man. Like uh, Delta 17 to me is like where GI Joe would be
Sure.
If it was invented today. It actually Delta
Call
17
sign
's weird.
Longbow
Call sign
also.
Longbow is a great, call back to the
Mhm.
80s. They're doing fantastic stuff. All of these lines, which, we've got some good reveals coming from those as well. Operation Recall, like I said, what they're doing is really fun. And Eagle Force has just been killing it for years now, too. So,
Yeah.
all of the stuff that they're doing is great. Um, yeah.
Well, and they hit about just about every genre but fantasy, so
Yeah, no, you've got Western too. You've got
Mhm.
yeah.
Chicken
Um,
fried toys.
yeah, chicken fried toy stuff and just the I mean, you even got dinosaurs. Did you guys, have you ever seen the what are they
Oh,
the
the
Mesozoic?
Cyberzoic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah.
They have a great story
Wow.
too.
Wow. Yeah,
Mhm.
just wow stuff. So I love that Joe Fest has like I said, I was blown away by how many independent creators were there at my first Joe Fest, which was
Mhm.
21, I believe, right? So, and then like seeing all these things come to life, it's just great. It's fantastic. All of these things are rooted in our past and in our childhood, but uh, they're made for the modern day. So, yeah, really like that. All right. Well, guys, thank you all so much.
Yeah.
We're going to take off and we'll see you next Sunday.
Yeah.
And if I don't
Thanks
see
so
Thank you,
you
much.
everybody,
next
for
Sunday,
joining.
I'll see. Oh, no, not next Sunday. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll see you next Sunday. Yeah, we're going to do a show. I got to
Yeah,
work in the
because Dave
morning.
was next Sunday.
I got to work in the morning, but I'll get home on time to do a show.
All right.
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, it's weird. I know I don't normally work on Sunday, but I got to. But all right, have a great
It
night.
happens.
See you next week. All
See
right.
you guys.
See you, everybody.
Thanks for having me on.